that diaphragm breaks, that diesel fuel out of that fuel tank right there drains right into that crankcase, dilutes the oil, makes a big mess. This tractor, this motor's still in excellent shape. It doesn't use oil, and I got in the bad habit of not checking the oil every time before I cranked it, and almost had a catastrophe when the lift pump failed. So let's check some oil. Get a visual on the stick here. Yep, that looks right. Ever since I got rid of those stupid 6-volt batteries that were kept under the floor plate and replaced it with one good solid high amperage 12-volt battery and then rewired the tractor, I can come out here and crank this tractor. In past years, I found out that the Ford 4000 with its roughly 45 horsepower is sufficient to pull that John Deere 28 blade disc for the vertical tillage operation that I want to do. But that 4020 has not been run since last spring when I was preparing land for planting, and I'd like to run it some. Okay, what I said I wanted to do is vertical tillage. And this bar right here, if you look at it, you'll see that bar right there is not vertical, or it's got a V shape to it. So I'm going to go out there and change it and make it vertical. What this is all about, you can see a lot of surface debris and soybean stalks. Combine does a pretty good job of chopping it up, but running that vertically like that over it in this field up here will cut it up even more, which causes it to break down faster. Yeah, I got too much tractor. I need to do some limb trimming here. Yeah, they got hung up in the combine when I was trying to go by here, and I left that right there. It won't much to it to keep from getting further tangled up in these limbs right here. But that's a wintertime project. We'll get it. Probably thinking that's not doing a lot. Well, you'd be surprised. All I want to do is cut up surface matter. And I'm not really worried about making tight turns in this. Okay, we were rolling along and we were having a real good time. But as you can see here from the close-up I'm fixing to give you, my cables aren't in the best condition in the world. And you see this one right here where it starts to get wet. It busted. Oh well. Unfortunately, that's the lift cable. So here sits the disc until I come up with something. Yep, Thanksgiving. Everybody's closed. Can't go buy a cable today. Dag nabbit. Oh well. Well, you get the idea. I wanted to come out here and get something done, but you know, when you run equipment, machinery and stuff, sometimes you have breakdowns. And that was a breakdown. Sprayed hydraulic oil all over the place. Had to shut the tractor down because it was still coming out right here. Dag nabbit. Alright, that probably ends this video because I'm trying to think, where have I got a set of cables that I can rob? I'm thinking grain drill. I really did want to do this today. I wonder if that little cylinder that's on the grain drill would lift this disc. It's a lot smaller cylinder. It's worth trying. Alright, maybe we'll be back in a little bit. That was funny. I always turn around and look because I like to get my disc to lift right at the edge of the field. I try to keep from tearing up the grass. And as I turned around and looked and hit the lever, it was a spray. I thought about this camera. I said, wonder how it's going to like hydraulic oil. I'm still kind of laughing about the visual I got. I don't know whether the camera caught it or not. I'll find out in a minute. Everybody got Cousin Scott.
Hey!
Well, here's what happened, y'all. You saw when I blowed up, and I went down there and I got that lift cylinder off of the grain drill. And I was coming back over this way, and I stopped by Cousin Scott's house, and he was working on this. And he was hung up on something, and I said, hey, torch. Thanks to Jameson, we got a torch. And it popped it right off. We got the other side apart, and ran out there and changed the cylinder on the tractor, got the tractor back over here, and we're going to play with this some more. So we're going to invite y'all to watch. Alright, let's see if this will take it off. Impressive.
You don't even keep that.
Now what we do? Okay, that's sweet. Alright, cuz, let's see what this does.
You're bending right here and not moving up there.
That's what I was afraid of. We may have to get a torch on that and heat it.
Yep.
Okay, we gave it a shot. That's the wrong way, that's the right way. How come I gotta be on the bottom?
So I can be on the bottom.
You be on the bottom.
Let's
do the other side, so.
I agree. Let me get off first. Alright. Alright, go for it.
You want to do
Yeah.
it? Well, if it pulls it off, we'll pull it off. If it don't, we'll get the torch and heat it. Sure, I'm glad you had them bolts. Yeah, it's bent.
Don't do that at home. That looks good, though.
Dial it down. A little more air. Yeah, that's it. Now just heat that collar. See if you can get the bottom of it too. All right, we're gonna get the bigger thingamabob. We're gonna break something or we're gonna get it off. Man. Folks, that's 1,400 foot-pounds. I'm talking cut the bearing off now, just cut it off. Just take the torch and try not to bar the shaft, cut it off. Or you want to take a safer approach, take that cold chisel and cut it off. Because it sure ain't pulling. We've heated it. Heat should have expanded the collar on that bearing.
Well, I got it all over here with it. Might have got both of them.
But it ain't budging.
Nope. Mighty move. Look.
Cut off wheel. Right across there.
Yeah. Keep them that out of the way.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Alright, let's try it. Let me rig one up. Across there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out of the light.
Yeah.
If I can follow that cut and go on down through it.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
You can. I got double coffee.
Get that plate back. I don't want. You need to reuse that.
Yeah, I got another one though.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, I'll try not to mess it up.
But I have another one of them too.
That's hot.
Yeah. I need to go.
I think it's cut. It's just hot.
Gotcha.
Look. Man, if I spread it, you should be able to slide it off. Okay. And all that can come out of the way, and I can finish cutting that piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got it in yours?
Okay. Cut that right across there.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I in the way?
I don't know.
I didn't want to be in the way.
Do not want to mark that shaft. Take a break. Keep pushing.
Hang. You want to put that up somewhere and save it for...
This right here might take the most difficult bearing I ever removed in my life out of first place. This could go in the first place trophy shaft.
That's what I was talking about. Put it up somewhere.
I've never seen one fight you all that way.
Yeah.
See, when I was cutting it with the cutter, I cut it through right there.
Yeah.
And then when I hit it, it cracked right there.
Right.
And it was still a fight to get off of that.
Little American steel, I would say.
That was fun.
Glad you enjoyed it.
What else you got?
You gotta put it back together, man.
All right. Well, that should be the easy part.
I don't know. Depends on how this one goes on.
It should slide right off.
Yeah.
Folks, cousin's getting real close. This is the second bearing. He's already got the other bearing on the other side on.
Right easy. home. I got to make sure I get all this stuff on first. And I got to find a wood roof key. That worked perfect when I put it on that time.
Have you got the Allen screws already in there for setting that?
Right there.
Are you ready to set it?
I got to, if you want to set them together, we can. If you want to bring the punchy thing. It's got to be tap, tap, tap to make it tight.
I don't have a real good punch that's going to work.
The last cat used one of them, because I could tell the cut in, he used what do you call it? I can't think of anything right now. As long as they don't fall out, we'll be alright anyway. But I do believe it might have to come this way a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. I want it good and tight in there. I don't want it flopping around like a fish. Get your tools back up. Get this stuff home. Maybe tomorrow get off at a stupid time and do something. I can't remember all. I know I got to get these tight. And look for a wood roof key. Put that nice sweet piece back on. And then I got to put all that back on, but I can't put it back on until I get this tight. So that's where we at. And I can basically be ready to put it in the machine. Because I got all the rest of the stuff over at the house. I do appreciate you doing it for me.
Man, you're more than welcome. I always enjoy getting together, working on stuff with you.
You like hanging out with your crazy cousin?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.